Coming up on The Reality of Speed, it's time for some mudslinging in San Francisco.
Any sense about the motor?
Yeah, he said it feels much better.
Team BooKoo goes motoring.
Put it in today, and now we're pulling it apart, take it to California.
And it's a hectic race in Anaheim.
It was kind of chaos. First couple of hours, it was really bad. Like people were running each other.
Well, lucky's a dentist appointment, so I drew the short straw this morning. I think from my perspective, we had a better weekend. David obviously got some TV coverage, which was good.
It's Billiman! David Billiman!
I think things went reasonably well for the short development curve on the 450. But I'm sure we shocked a lot of people there.
The only thing I'm a little disappointed about is we are 4 weeks before the first race, and it's too late.
Well,
you know, I know you had like a lot. Yeah. DV took a lot of your times, guys, and with 250, 450, but it's just that we are 4 weeks before the first race, and we're still trying some stuff. Maybe we could try it before. You know?
Yeah, it would have been good to have this done months ago, but I think if we can, work together and get a good direction, then we can still make some good things happen.
The reality of it is, we are where we are with David. Justin's program is where it is. We've got the East Coast coming up, and I think we can run into a championship, and we have to put more energy into this than what we have. We understand your concerns, and we're going to do what we can to rectify them. Okay?
You better be like it. You better be.
All right, you going to whoop me, huh? You going to whoop me?
I don't think we are on time. I think we still have to work a lot. I spent my whole weekend again here to try to make things happen. Maybe we are not going to have the best bike, but we are going to be really close.
The thing I love about Steve Boniface, and it was there last year with him, he is the epitome of what a professional racer should be. When he has a problem, he comes to me, we address it, we work through it, we go forward. He works out, he trains, he rides hard. He's the kind of guy looking for.
We're really starting Steve's program now, which is late. So we've got to cram a lot into a very short time in the next few weeks in order to get Steve ready.
He's very professional, and you can see it in the way that he practices. Steve and Vince, they go out and they work at it. Vince showed me he was writing down on the board his lap times, and they didn't vary more than a half a second or a second in 15 laps.
We all do that, when you ride and you don't have the lap time, when you start to get tired, you feel like you're going the same speed, but you don't really go the same speed because you get tired, so you push as much as you did at the beginning, but lap time are not the same. That's why it's important to get the lap time, and so you have, it's like a race, you race against the stopwatch, instead of the rider. So usually I do some lap time at the beginning of the day and set up a fastest lap time and try to get it close during the 15 laps I do.
This is a full model. His lap time are pretty good, and you can see it's still all the time the same, which is really good.
It's not a pretty day today. Once they pull the plastic off, if it starts raining, it's going to be just like Anaheim won last year. It's going to be a mud pit.
Last weekend was 10, this weekend 9. Maybe we can do like 6, 5, 4, I don't know. Can be cool. We changed bikes, so it's a little bit different, but I think we can do it.
I sure hope Justin can get the main event. He is turning out some wicked lap times.
I just want to get a start this weekend. I know the rest will come when I get a start, so I'm not worried about that.
Make it to the main.
Yeah. That's not asking very much,
That
though.
is priority number one.
No, priority number one is getting through the first corner, and then the main will come. I hope we don't have rain. Rain's, it's fun, but it's funner to practice in racing. That's for dang sure.
It's a lot of work.
Well, not for me.
Yeah, for me.
It's January the 28th, and this is round 4 of the 06 season for the Supercross. We're at San Francisco. It's not a pretty day today. We're on a modified schedule for AMA today. They're going to leave the track covered up to the last minute, rip the plastic off of the track, and then we'll start riding on it. And once they pull the plastic off, if it starts raining, it's going to be just like Anaheim won last year. It's going to be a mud pit.
For the mud, we'll put like foam in different areas. Anywhere that mud can get stuck, we'll try to put foam there. Because the mud, it doesn't stick to the foam really, so it helps it to like just kind of fall off. Hey, you guys are not going anywhere. Come on!
Is this a race?
Yeah.
Who can last the longest?
Yeah, the French guys are always out of shape though. Don't tell.
JP, did you do that?
No.
I did not do that. How they're going to have any day qualifiers?
No, what they're going to do is they're going to take all the 125 riders and put them in the two heat races. I just don't like getting dirty, so I know I got to pull a hole shot if I don't want to get dirty. I got a pretty good start, I don't know, maybe 10th or so, one out of qualifying, and then I moved up quite a bit.
Look at the splashing as these riders pound their way through the corners.
We're down in the whoops and couldn't get my bike started again. I just think that the mud and the water and everything, you know, it's making bikes harder to start, period, so.
You know, it's always tough on if you crash and you get your gloves all muddy, and if you stall your bike, it's tough to restart sometimes, you know.
Chad Reed on the 22, David Villeman on the 12, right alongside of him. Here we go, heat 1.
David got down there fairly decent, and within the first lap or so, he'd worked himself up to 5th, and then guys in front of him started making mistakes, and he didn't, and he just started picking them off, and it was an awesome ride. It was an 8-lap ride, and he rode it up into 2nd place. Hopefully we'll do well in the main, but it's going to be a long, cold, miserable night.
Getting the good start, gonna be the key.
We shortened the program to 12 laps instead of 20 because the track is just so gone.
Stewart in 2nd, David Villeman in 3rd.
Had an awesome ride going. Rolled over a little tight inside line. I guess he killed it there and just could not get it restarted. And you know, he just pulled off the track after that. It wasn't because he wasn't trying, man. He had an awesome start and was running good. That's the life of a 4-stroke. They're hard to start.
He left, I didn't talk to him. He was looking pissed off a little bit. I am too.
Don't go anymore. Not yet. Not bad. Yeah. Not bad.
But, you know, it was a mud race. Jeez, what a mud race.
Yeah, everything went fine until I stole the bike. I think we had a great shot at the podium, you know, but it's a bummer.
In Justin's case, he got to ride the track right after they pulled the plastic off. So it was really good. 3 practices later, the seeded 125 guys looked like amateurs. They were rolling most everything. The track was so bad.
I watched him. He almost died in those woods, first of all.
Oh yeah, first lap.
Then he got in the finish line, wide open. He landed maybe.
Hey, come on! It was
50
like
feet too
so
far.
muddy, and I got a lot of wheel spin. Then I hit the face of it, and I got so much traction.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know what to
normally,
do with it.
yeah, he had his the goggles in the crossbar pad, like, and he went like this.
Like a cartoon character.
Could have a little more fun this week. Not going to take it as serious and just go to Anaheim 3 with a different mindset and maybe just a little bit more fun.
I'm really disappointed with my first 4 races. You know, I should be a consistent top 5 guy.
Keeney can't get into the main event where I know he belongs. David is, I feel in my heart, as a podium guy. He definitely has the talent to be on the podium. My biggest concern right now is Steve Boniface. He goes racing in 3 weeks, and we have got to turn some attention towards that program.
For motocross, definitely being fit is big key.
Justin needs to take his fitness pretty seriously. I'd like to see Justin a little more muscled up than what he is.
Heart rate, what's it read?
84.
Okay, let's start bringing it up.
My trainer's name's Richard Wharton.
Well, every athlete that's an endurance athlete should really be training to try and optimize their body's efficiency. Heart rate?
36.
Okay, let's pick it up a little bit.
I'm glad to see Justin is going to a trainer because that's going to do nothing but make him better.
Training never been my best thing to do. You know, it's kind of there's guys that love to train, you know, and some really don't really like it.
Harder. There you go. Again. Again.
If you make the training kind of hard, you kind of get tired of it.
Good. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Okay.
The trainer is more like a babysitter kind of thing. He makes you do things when you don't want to.
See how you can still breathe, but it's labored? That's what we want.
Richard's a good motivator, so it's going to be good training with him.
You know, everybody knows what to do. You know, it's just a matter of you have to do it.
Today we're going to try and get ready to go to Anaheim 3. Justin's going to ride the 252 stroke that Villeman was riding.
Today I'm going to practice on David's old 252 stroke and see if I like that, because I'm thinking about maybe doing some of the East Coast rounds in the 250 class.
I hope he doesn't get a case of whiskey throttle and launch it off into the pond or something.
I'm a little hesitant on what the track's going to be like, because on a 250 there's a lot more power, and I'm light, so it's going to be a lot of power for the track.
Sick.
It's really fast, kind of almost scary fast.
He's gonna quad the triples. Don't go the most. Not yet. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I've got an engine that I built for the 450 and try to get David on this new engine today. You know, for the mechanics, every time that the riders get out on the track, there in the back of your mind there's a little bit of fear about, did I tighten that bolt, did I do this, did I do that? So when the rider's doing a jump or doing a corner, the mechanic's doing it with them. And so I'm starting to feel a little of that emotion. I want to make sure that everything's put together right. You got any sense about the motor?
Yeah, he said it feels much better. Not lazy.
And I got to tell you, I was a little apprehensive putting this motor in this bike and letting him ride it. There's just so many pieces in there that are whirling by each other at 100+ mile an hour, and I mean, it's all got to be right.
It's actually way more snappy.
Too much, or?
No, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. David felt like was pretty happy the way it was running. A lot more the characteristic he was looking for. So we said, why wait?
And now we're put it in today, and now we're pulling it apart to take it to California. It's got to fly out tomorrow morning.
Shipping to California?
Yeah, this isn't the first time I've ever taken a motorcycle apart. Oh my! Holy snikes! Holy sh! Okay, I need a saw. We'll cut the frame.
Goes out this side, cover off, swing arm back, Kickstarter off.
Glad I worked on 250S last year.
I'm excited about the weekend, but I'm always excited and always something happens, so gonna try to have a good weekend with no problems.
I've had a couple bad luck races, and then I've had a couple races where I just mentally wasn't prepared. So this weekend, if I can turn it around, I think I'd get the ball rolling, and it'd be a good season from here out.
I just rode a half a lap and the bike wouldn't run, so the weekend starts really good.
So, February the 4th, round 5 of the 2006 Supercross season. We're in California, the sun's out, and I am very happy about that where we were last week. Built a new engine for the 450, we brought it out. I actually built that engine myself last week, and it's been a while since I've done an engine, been a couple of years. So every time he goes out there and rides this thing today, I'm going to be like a nervous cat.
I just rode a half a lap and the bike wouldn't run, so I just cooled off and something wrong somewhere. We don't know what it is. I guess nobody touched anything, but it's not working anymore, so I don't know what's wrong. We lost the practice, which is a big deal because we only have 2 of them. So I still don't know the track. I haven't jumped anything yet, so the weekend starts really good.
Oh, I don't see anything wrong with it right now. It was running okay and then just stopped?
No, it wasn't running at all. Oh, really? It was like lazy. So if you kick it, there's no compression.
So we had to do a massive engine swap between the 2 practices.
Okay, gotcha, go. Shifter gonna come off, JP, or no?
Yeah. Want to get the carburetor?
The swing arm nut's not tight.
Swing arm's not tight.
So what happened to the bike with practice?
Don't know. We flew a motor in yesterday and put it in last night. Run perfect at the track yesterday, didn't run today, so
it is completely new motor.
It's actually the motor we ran last week.
Well, David didn't get very many laps today.
No, sir, he didn't.
I want to go home. It looks like fun. We can have fun every time riding like that.
Yeah, what happened to David's motor earlier? The other one?
I don't know yet.
I all tore apart in there.
It's at the shop. But we put a new engine and just ready to go for the second practice. I feel good about the bike. It's we're using the engine from last week. The new engine was supposed to be better and was better at the test track this week, and it's kind of a bummer that we cannot use it tonight. But the bike is, it's good.
I don't think we're going to go straight to the main with either one of our guys, and not having the 2 practices, if he doesn't go straight to the main from the heat race, I'm okay with that. I think he needs more time on the track tonight, so I sure hope Justin gets in though, because I know it's wearing on him and it's sure wearing on me.
If you do top 10, I'll buy you a nice haircut.
A nice haircut?
Yeah.
A nice what? Or you'll buy it or give it to him? A haircut? Just a haircut.
Matt, you ready? You got to get him pumped up at the line. Get mean.
Off the start, I don't know exactly what happened, but someone kind of moved over on him, and from there he just kind of shut off. Then it took him probably about 2 laps to get in the rhythm. After that, he was riding real well, but not quite enough laps. So we'll go out to the last chance and try again, give it all we got.
Oh, it was tough to set the bike in only 1 practice, so it's. I'm gonna take the e-race as a practice. If I go straight to the main, fine. If I don't, it's good too, so I can have more time on the track and go to semi. It's good to have more track time for sure.
Here we go.
I got a bad start, came back 6, so I have to go to semi, which is okay. I need to get some track time, so you get a better start and it'll be good.
Went to the semi and David pulled a great hole shot, got the lead, went out there and rode really great. His lap times are good. It looked like he was having a lot of fun as he was doing hill clickers on the last lap.
It was good for me to
ride one more time to find some better lines and stuff like that. So, look forward to the main event. Look to have fun. If we can have fun every time riding like that.
What were his lap times?
57.
Oh yeah?
1.8.
Going in with Lawrence Filippoto. All I can say is you better make him mad down there, because this is getting in the first turn last. I'd rather him go down there and knock somebody down and fall over.
Told him that.
Justin went to the last chance qualifier, got a bad start there. And last chance qualifiers are races of desperation, so it's really, really hard. If you don't get a good start, you're probably not making it in. He's got to be frustrated. I'm frustrated. Matt's frustrated. The guy can ride a motorcycle, but we're just not getting in the main events. Well, Matt, you got to not be happy.
I remember what it's like to go to me. I don't know if he was really frustrated or something, but he wasn't passing people. He was following people who had no business on the track. David, on the other hand, he rode really well that race. Very consistent.
I would like to see David finish inside the top 7 tonight. Somewhere between 5th and 7th would be a good run for me.
You get a great stop. I wasn't too bad. It was kind of chaos. First couple of laps, it was really bad. Like people were running each other, and I passed a couple guys. I was in 5th, I think, and then Preston passed me and Fonseca passed me. Then I was 7th, and Bubba came back, passed me 2 laps to go.
For me to sit here and say he had a bad ride, he didn't. He rode good. The only thing that's frustrating to me is when you can turn out lap times that are race pace and you can't finish it like that. I mean, he dropped almost 2.5 seconds a lap by the end of the race. Unless there's something wrong with the motorcycle, that's just pure conditioning.
Made a couple of mistakes too many, so it's all right. Just need to keep trying.
I'd like to see you be able to run that pace, though, because, man, that is awesome. You can do it, man. It's there.
Keep trying.
People watching this episode are so going to think you're going to go rob a store or something.
With the money I make in bonuses, I think I have to go rob the bank right now.